Hello and welcome to English Time with Ben. I am Ben from the United States. I am happy you are here. This is English Time with Ben. Today the episode is about a memorable school day. I will use simple words and short sentences. I will speak slowly and clearly. I will help you practice speaking and listening. Today the topic is a memorable school day. I will tell a story. I will show you how to introduce yourself. I will give an example of a short conversation. I will ask you to repeat. I will ask you to pause and practice. The words are easy. The sentences are short. You can listen and learn. Now I will give an example of how you should introduce yourself. Listen and repeat if you can. You can pause the video and repeat a sentence that you said. I will speak as a student. I will speak as a friend. I will tell a memory from school. Hello, my name is Ben. I am a student. I go to school in my town. I am from the United States. I study many subjects. I like music class. I like art class. I like recess. I like to read books. I like to play with my friends. Today I will tell you about one special day at school. It is a day I will never forget. It is a day full of small surprises. It is a day full of joy. I will tell the story in simple steps. I will speak slowly. I will also give you short sentences to repeat. If you want, you can pause the video and practice each sentence. This will help you feel confident. One morning I woke up early. The sun was bright. I ate my breakfast. I packed my bag. I checked my books. I put my pencil box in my bag. I put my lunch in my bag. I left my house with a smile. I walked to the bus stop. The air was cool. The bus arrived on time. I sat by the window. I looked at the trees. I saw children on the street. Many faces looked happy. When I arrived at school, I felt excited. The school bell rang. Students walked to their classrooms. I met my friend Anna. We smiled and waved. Anna asked me how I was. I said I was fine. I asked Anna how she was. She said she was excited. She had a small paper in her hand. She said she had a surprise for me. I felt curious. I said, tell me more. She smiled and kept the secret. In class we had a morning circle. Our teacher said good morning. She held a small box. She said today we will share stories. She asked if anyone had a special memory to share. I thought of the trip to the park I had last week. I raised my hand. I said I will share a memory today. The teacher smiled. She said, please go ahead, Ben. I stood up and walked to the front. I held my paper. I felt a little nervous. I took a deep breath. I looked at my class. I looked at my teacher. I felt ready. I began to speak. I said last week I went to the park with my family. We fed the ducks. We had ice cream. We played on the swings. The sky was blue. The day was warm. I heard soft claps from my class. I felt happy. I sat down and felt calm. Then Anna stood up. She gave me a small note. She said, this is for you. I opened the note. It said you are a good friend. It made me smile. I felt the day get better. After morning circle we had math class. The teacher wrote a problem on the board. It was a story problem. I listened carefully. I raised my hand. I gave the answer. My teacher said, well done, Ben. My friends clapped again. The small claps felt nice. I felt strong and brave. I wrote the next problem on the board. I helped a friend who was stuck. I felt proud. I learned that helping others feels good. At recess I sat with my friends. We played a game with a ball. We ran and laughed. The playground was loud in a happy way. I fell down once. I dusted my knees. I smiled and ran again. My friend Lewis gave me a hand. He said, are you okay? I said, yes, I am fine. We played until the bell rang. I felt warm from running. I drank my water. I ate the sandwich from my lunchbox. I traded an apple for a cookie. We shared the treat. Sharing felt nice. In the afternoon we had art class. The teacher said today we will paint a memory. We will paint a moment we will never forget. I thought of the morning. I thought of the note from Anna. I thought of the blue sky at the park. I chose blue and green paint. I used a big brush. I painted the sky. I painted the grass. I painted a small child on a swing. I painted a duck in the water. My art teacher said this is a good idea. She smiled and pinned my picture on the wall. I felt proud to see my work on the wall. My classmates saw my painting. They said, "Nice job, Ben." I waved and felt happy. After art we had music class. The music teacher brought a small guitar. She played a song. We sang along. The song was simple and sweet. I closed my eyes and listened. The melody felt calm. I sang the chorus with my friends. My voice mixed with others. We sounded like a small choir. The music made my heart light. I felt the day become even more special. At the end of the day our teacher had one more surprise. She handed out small paper stars. She said these are for kindness. She said each star is for a kind act. She asked us to name one kind act we saw that day. A friend said Anna gave Ben a note. A friend said Louis helped Ben up. The teacher gave Anna and Louis a star. Suddenly a small drum began to beat. Another teacher came into the room with a cake. It was a small cake for a birthday. A quiet voice said happy birthday to a friend. We all sang happy birthday. The cake was small but sweet. We shared a piece. The room was full of smiles. The day felt warm like a sunny blanket. On my way home I rode the bus and thought of the day. I felt thankful. I felt full of small happy moments. I thought about the note from Anna. I thought about the claps. I thought about the painting on the wall. I thought about the music and the cake. I did not expect so many surprises. It was a simple day. It was also a big day in my heart. This is why it is a memorable school day for me. Now I will give you a short script to practice. You can use this to introduce yourself. You can change the name and the details. Repeat each line after me if you can. You can pause the video and repeat a sentence that you said. Hello, my name is Ben. I am from the United States. I study at Lincoln School. I like art and music. I had a memorable school day. I shared a story in class. I helped a friend. A friend gave me a kind note. We painted and we sang. We had cake for a small birthday. I felt happy all day. Thank you for listening. Repeat after me. Hello, my name is Ben. Pause and repeat now if you need time. Hello, my name is Ben. Good job. Next line, please. I am from the United States. Pause here and repeat the sentence if you wish. I am from the United States. Well done. Next line. I study at Lincoln School. Repeat now. I study at Lincoln School. Good. Next line. I like art and music. Repeat now. I like art and music. Next I will tell a short conversation you can use with a new friend. Listen first. Then repeat after me. You can pause the video and repeat a sentence that you said. The conversation is short and simple. Hello, my name is Ben. Nice to meet you. What is your name? My name is Anna. Where are you from? I am from the United States. What do you like at school? I like art and music. What was your best day at school? My best day was a day with cake and painting. That sounds fun. Yes, it was fun. Do you want to play at recess? Yes, I want to play. Now repeat the lines with me. Hello, my name is Ben. Nice to meet you. What is your name? My name is Anna. Where are you from? I am from the United States. What do you like at school? I like art and music. What was your best day at school? My best day was a day with cake and painting. That sounds fun. Yes, it was fun. Do you want to play at recess? Yes, I want to play. You can now make your own version. Try to change the name. Try to change one detail. For example, say I like soccer instead of art. Try this now. Hello, my name is Sam. I am from the United States. I like soccer and science. My best day was a day at the park. Practice this and say it out loud. Now I will give more phrases you can use to talk about a memorable day. I will say the phrase. Then I will say it again slowly. Repeat each phrase after me. I remember a sunny school day. Repeat now. I remember a sunny school day. I remember a kind friend. Repeat now. I remember a kind friend. I remember a special project. Repeat now. I remember a special project. I remember a happy class. Repeat now. I remember a happy class. Use these phrases in a short paragraph. Try to tell your memory in 3 sentences. Here is an example. I had a memorable school day last year. We went on a small trip to the park. I felt happy and I made a new friend. Repeat the paragraph after me. I had a memorable school day last year. We went on a small trip to the park. I felt happy and I made a new friend. Now you try. Pause the video and think of one memory. Then say 3 sentences. Use simple words. Speak slowly. If you want, you can write the sentences first. Then say them out loud. This is a good way to practice speaking. Sometimes you need to use past verbs. I will give you simple past verbs and examples. I will use short sentences. Repeat after me. I walked to school. I ate my lunch. I played with friends. I shared my snack. I painted a picture. I sang a song. I gave a friend a note. I felt happy. I felt proud. I saw a bird at the park. Now make a small story with these verbs. Try 3 sentences. I walked to school and I saw a bird. I played with friends and I shared my snack. I painted a picture and I felt proud. Repeat after me. I walked to school and I saw a bird. I played with friends and I shared my snack. I painted a picture and I felt proud. I will now give a longer English practice. Speak each sentence after me. You can pause the video and repeat a sentence that you said. Take your time. Speak clearly. Breathe and smile. One morning the sun shone bright. I packed my bag with care. I met a friend by the gate. We laughed and we walked to class. The teacher asked us to share a memory. I told a short story and I felt calm. My friend gave me a small note. The note said you are a good friend. I held the note and I smiled. At lunch we shared cookies. At art class we painted the sky. At music class we sang a new song. At the end of the day we had cake for a surprise birthday. The small kindnesses made the day memorable. Repeat each sentence now. One morning the sun shone bright. I packed my bag with care. I met a friend by the gate. We laughed and we walked to class. The teacher asked us to share a memory. I told a short story and I felt calm. My friend gave me a small note. The note said you are a good friend. I held the note and I smiled. At lunch we shared cookies. At art class we painted the sky. At music class we sang a new song. At the end of the day we had cake for a surprise birthday. The small kindnesses made the day memorable. Good job. You spoke many sentences. Now a small grammar tip. Use I when you talk about yourself. Use past verbs like walked, sang, painted when you talk about the past. Use simple words. Keep your sentences short. This makes your speech clear and easy to understand. Now one more role play. I will be a new friend and you are the student. I will ask questions. Answer with simple sentences. Repeat each answer out loud. Hello Ben, how are you today? I am fine, thank you. What did you do at school today? I told a story and I painted a picture. Who did you sit with at lunch? I sat with my friends. What did you eat? I ate a sandwich and an apple. Did you help anyone today? Yes, I helped a friend with math. What made your day special? Friends, music, and a kind note made my day special. Now you try the role play with a partner or with the camera. Ask the questions and answer. Practice the lines many times. This will help your confidence. Before we end, I want to give you a few tips for practice. Tip 1. Speak slowly and clearly. Tip 2. Use short sentences. Tip 3. Repeat the same story many times. Tip 4. Record your voice and listen. Tip 5. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes help you learn. You can also write a short paragraph about your school memory. Try to write 5 or 6 sentences. Use the phrases we practiced. Then read your paragraph out loud. Try to improve 1 sentence each day. Thank you for listening and practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed the story and the exercises. Remember to be kind at school. Small acts of kindness can make a day memorable. Keep practicing your English every day. That is all for this lesson. Thank you for watching and do not forget to subscribe. See you next time.